We are back for our final update here at Universal Studios. And take a look at their new digital signs here on your way into Citywalk. Look at the small details also here in mini golf. Right there, you can see they've got some lights there for Christmas. But welcome back, everyone. Today, like I said, we are coming over here to Universal Studios, both hopefully Islands and Studios side here, to do our final update of 2024 before the new year does come around. However, I want to talk about a few things today outside of the park. There's just a lot that I kind of want to go over. It is dark here right now. I thought I was going to be here a few hours ago. One of the things I want to talk about. But yeah, overall, we're just going to do a little update here, kind of the final touches that have kind of hit the parks here as we head into 2025. Again, going to be a huge year for Universal in general. 2025 will be, and hopefully for our channel too, as we have so much to cover. But even more holiday lights are right out here. Right here again. More holiday decorations. I love it. We haven't played mini golf in a while, and I actually really like their mini golf. I like both Universal and Disney's. We did see the new movie Mufasa here over at Cinemark just the other day, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did, but as you know, we did see Wicked as well, and that was pretty good. Again, not my favorite, but that's just because I'm not a musical person, and Nicole has been loving it. But Mufasa, do not sleep on Mufasa. It was actually really, really good. I was not expecting, like I said, for it to be as dang good as it was. There are so many things that we did not do so far this year. I think we still have till the end of the year to do so, but it is crazy to think the amount of things we did not get to just because we've been so busy. And I'll talk a little bit about that as well. We kind of talked about all of it. We definitely have holiday crowds here, by the way. If you guys were thinking it could be a little slower this year because, you know, we have Epic Universe coming next year, definitely not the case. They are in full swing. Parks are open late as well, pretty much 9 and 10 p.m. pretty consistently between Universal Studios and Islands. So lots of late hours, lots of guests visiting, definitely busy. Also today it's quite cold. It is in the 50s, which again, for Orlando, that is pretty chilly. If you guys are planning on coming to Universal Citywalk for New Year's, this is what you can expect here for the new year. As we are going in, you can kind of see the schedule. Midnight celebration here, 12 a.m. Looks like they are out here until 2 a.m. So it does go pretty late. Also, they do stuff inside of the park, I believe, too, I think. Not positive, but I know they do at Citywalk, but I thought they did stuff over here at Studio side, not Islands. But either way, if you guys want to come over to Citywalk, you could do a little New Year's Eve celebration. Now, first things before we actually head into the park, I do want to say thank you to all of our subscribers here on the channel, all of you guys that engage in the content. Everything that you guys do for the channel is so incredibly appreciated. I just want to let you guys know we doubled our subscriber count here in 2024, which is absurd. I mean, I don't know, I always like set like a goal and a bar, and then I feel like we always succeed it. So I don't know, that's just like, to me, that's super, super cool that we doubled our subscriber count in 1 year. But also, we are going into the new year of 2025, and I do feel like it is going to be our biggest and craziest year on the channel. I think it is going to be awesome. I think you guys are going to love the content that we do for next year. I know the end of this year has been a little lackluster, and we are aware of it. It's not like we think it's all the same. But if you guys don't mind, please consider subscribing to the channel, giving this video a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy it. But yeah, that is super, super cool. One quick thing I want to bring up is you can see behind me, it is dark right now. And the reason that it is dark is because we were late today doing some stuff. Nicole had a flat tire that she got the tire repaired 3 weeks ago. And we brought it in and we're like, hey, the tire's flat. We just were here. Turns out they said there was like some corrosion or something on the rim. And we were like, well, shouldn't you have cleaned the corrosion before you put the new tire on 3 weeks ago? Because the other 3 tires were totally fine. And they were like, well, we don't know when corrosion happens. And it's, I don't know, it was a whole thing. And I just feel like the service industry across the board, and maybe it's just like, as far as vehicles go, just feels so lackluster, and just like, it feels like they're trying to pull a quick one over you all the time. And I don't know, it makes me so upset. I had to get service work done on my car as well today, and I'm leaving and it still said like service requested, and there were still lights. Turns out like they didn't reset something. They needed to like calibrate some stuff. And it's like, you charged me fully, we're letting me leave, and you didn't like do the job correctly. I don't know. I'm very frustrated with it. I mean, nobody likes going to car dealerships or, you know, getting service work on your car. But what do you guys think? Am I overreacting? And it's like, it's the Christmas time, and this is my favorite time of the year, and I feel like I'm just being like a Scrooge. I don't know. I don't want to be upset, and I want to keep high spirits, but it was just like total of like maybe 4 hours or 5 hours today. I wanted to be here around like, I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock, and it's 6:30 right now. Like, it just totally ate up the whole day. We have to leave at like 7 or 8 a.m. tomorrow for the airport to go back to Chicago. So I'm just like, what the heck? I don't know. Let me know if you guys had any rough experiences. I don't want to complain too much about it again. It's the Christmas time, but it's just a little thing that upset me today because I am 5 to 6 hours behind schedule. And yeah, I was hoping to be here in the daylight, and it's okay. Nighttime is also great at the park. I love the nighttime at the park, but sometimes it's hard to show you everything that I want. Either way, let's get inside, continue on. It will be a lot happier and more fun here moving forward. Looks like the end of the parade is coming up here as well. I feel like we keep catching just the end of it, which is nice because we should be able to kind of navigate through the park here. They have also been updating the signs outside of Universal, like as you're coming into property. Those have been new signs as well, which is kind of nice and fun to see that they are kind of making everything look nice and sprucing it up. I will show you the times here. As you can see over here at Studio side, it is open till 9 p.m. and then Islands 10 p.m. It is closed right now over at Volcano Bay for the entire weekend because it will be too chilly. I feel like anytime it gets about 60 to 65 and under, they go ahead and close Volcano Bay. I'm gonna be like a fish swimming upstream here as the fireworks are letting out. So let's just wait it out for a minute. Now, I did state I think that Wicked and Oz in general will be a new land somewhere inside of the Universal property here in Orlando, whether it is here at Studios, at Islands, or over at Epic Universe as one of their expansion lands. I do think we will see Oz in some capacity in the parks full time as a land. Makes sense. Very grand design. You could definitely do some rides, things like that. Also, take a look at the line to get in here. It is quite busy in this Wicked store. I made a quick pit stop over here in the Wicked store as I was walking by and checking for some new stuff, and it looks like they do. We have 2 new Loungeflies here, and it looks like we have a Glinda and Elphaba one if you guys are looking for them and kind of their like outfits there. So yeah, that's that. Pretty much everything else was the same inside of here, but the 2 new Loungeflies are definitely unique. Now as we come back out though, we got the music going, we got the lights glowing. Looks fantastic. I do want to show you guys something over at the Tribute Store, which is actually pretty cool. We'll head that way in a little bit. We kind of have to make our way around. But as of now, we're just going to head down over here in Hollywood. We do have lots of show times here for the Horror and Makeup Show. If you guys have not seen this, by the way, it is awesome. It is hilarious. It's fun. Definitely something to not skip over. I never knew what it was until we moved down. I feel like we always skipped it when we were kids. It is a blast. So funny, so good. So if you guys are here on the holidays, don't skip it. It's right inside of this theater area right here. Super, super, super good show. Mel's is looking really good right now. I like that they have all of the lights moving and grooving up there. Everything looks great. And they typically do a pretty good job to make sure the holidays are perfect. I think they got to make sure everything is in tip-top shape, and it definitely is. Also, to let you guys know, Sensational has returned, as I had mentioned. They'll be doing that in the evening here. All of the lights are glistening over here for the reindeers and Santa on the shrubbery. Some of the longest lines I've seen in a while for Central Park crepes over there as well. That is, again, just our holiday crowds. Nothing too crazy there. We're gonna kind of head this direction for right now. Look at what I just found here inside of this shop. I was not expecting to see something new, or at least new to me, but it's kind of like this like purse that looks like it's one of these. Yeah, it's Loungefly brand too. It's actually like really nice quality. So you have like a little coin purse of some sort, and you have kind of the nice design there, but then even up top you can see we have like the power buttons. They don't do anything, they're just kind of rubber, but it's actually really nice quality with multiple zippers there. It almost looks like you could put cards or something there. I don't think though. I don't know. I think this is super cool. But again, Loungefly brand. And then you can get the Ghostbuster up there. That's awesome. Do you see how nice this looks right here? I just love all of the decorations. It's as if they're all separate, right? This building is different than that building and that building. They're all separately decorated. Now I am gonna come over here to the tribute store because I want to show you guys something that is pretty neat in there. I have not seen it before inside of the parks. Oh my gosh, does the tree look great. We need to go look at that too. It looks beautiful. All the lights are just doing such a good job. I love the coloring here. I love this kind of like purple and white and pink kind of vibe to it. I think it really looks great. It is such a big tree. Wow. Also, you get the kind of lights in the background here next to the tribute store. This looks just so good this year. I really like the design. And I know it's kind of the same every year, but it's just like, it feels great. I don't know, there's something about it. I also love when they do the trees up there. You do also have a holiday menu here. We have Winter's Chill, Chocolate Peppermint Churro, and I think the rest is kind of the same. Yeah, right here, holiday exclusive. So if you guys are looking for stuff like that, some of these stands do have some exclusive items. You can see right there, the Peppermint Churro. The other one is a drink there, kind of cool, like that. But also, take a look at this. We have little photo op opportunities around here. Coca-Cola inspired with Coke and Sprite. However, it says Coke, but it's green over there. I guess, it's just, you know what? It's just like the ornaments. I thought it was Coke and Sprite. Now it is pretty early on, so I'll be able to show you guys right away. Let me show you this as we head in. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it should be this first room, and it is. We have the advent calendar with all of the different fun options in here. And I think this is amazing. You know, I kind of like picked on it and I wasn't sure if we could like pull it off. Obviously we don't, they do, but I love that. I like that it feels like some of these are actually things that you could buy, right? But then others are kind of just, you know, random things that are up there. So that is kind of neat that they do. Obviously the owl that has been going kind of viral. Has it talks to us here? What else do we have in here? Looks like we have Harry down there. I wonder what is going to be available there for Christmas. Let's see, we still have the smell ones over here. We still have some of those that are around. I want to go see if they fixed the one in the Grinch area. Oh, look at this, they added another one over here. So this was the first one, now there are two. And they put signs, so now they tell you touch. Before they were just here, and you would just kind of have to guess as to where things were, but now they have the things around as to what to do with them. So we saw smell in there, that one is touch. Over here, touch, listen. So again, these were added afterwards. These were not here early on. So you can touch this one, and then you can listen. I think it's broken though, I'm not hearing anything over there, unless you're supposed to look at yourself in the mirror. And again, over there, it does say touch, and they've added more, so it looks like they've added pretty much two to a lot of the touch options. Well, it does look like they have kind of abandoned this one, maybe, because I think this was supposed to do something. You could see kind of the mark here. So I think it was supposed to go up and down, if I'm not mistaken. But no sign here, not interactive. Oh, I like this too. I don't think I saw this before. We have like the sled coming down, or the sleigh. But that is fun. I didn't see that before, and it goes right down into Whoville. A few other changes is we finally have the trees out here. They have dedicated trees that you now have the kind of tribute store photo ornaments in a position for, so that is nice to see. There's Kevin. He was tucked away before, so now we have them on trees out here, at least some of them. We'll have to see if they're on the other trees too. So it looks like they don't have them in these trees anymore. So this is where they did have them before. So now they just have regular ornaments. Here is the line, by the way, for the tribute store to check out. That is crazy. This is longer than it was opening day. Wow. Oh, we have a few decorations out here now. I feel like this wasn't here before. I think it was just like a blank wall. And it looks like we have Earl with an ornament there. That's going to be the next icon, I'm sure. And then as we head out, looks like everything over here, a little bit more dressed up out here. Not a ton, but I think those trees are new. I think they rearranged some of the garland over here, and just kind of a few more small little touches inside of this area, so looks good. I wonder if the duct tape failing is supposed to be part of like the joke here, that it's just kind of hodgepodge together. And then as we walk out, we have some more decorations. We have Earl, some trees. So they definitely have spruced it up. I think that they heard the feedback. It seemed like people were not super thrilled with it early on. I do think that they've done a lot better job now being able to show you where those interactive elements are. I think they brought a lot more kind of life to the entire store. A lot better in my opinion. Before I thought it was okay. Now I think it is great. So love to see that Universal has listened. Look at the tree. It's dancing to the music. Woo. Now, I'm not saying that Universal specifically listened to me. I'm just saying that they listened to the guests, because you always appreciate when a business or, again, an entire theme park is listening to the feedback of the people and they make those changes quickly. That is something that we have always seen with Universal. They are always on top of it, so we love to see that. Now what we're gonna do, head over to Islands just for a minute. I don't think there's too much going on over there, but we gotta go check it out one last time before, again, the new year does roll around. I'm pretty upset we didn't get to do Grinchmas this year. I think we could still do it when we get back from Chicago, so I think we can still see it before the end of the year, but it's gonna be a little different, obviously, because like, before Christmas, you get all amped up, and then after Christmas, you're like, Christmas is over, so on to the next thing, I guess. But we'll see. Hopefully, we can still see some of the things that we didn't get to ultimately see and do. We just were so busy. We've been trying to save money for a new house, and just like there's been a lot of extra stuff we're doing at work and things. So we're trying to do a lot while also get videos and content out for you guys. And like I said, we'll be a lot better going into 2025 because there is a lot more on the agenda. We've kind of navigated it that way to kind of work out where we can properly do things that we want to do in the schedule. Either way, like I said, give me a minute as we head over that way. If I see anything new kind of between here and there, maybe over at Hard Rock, I'll go ahead and point it out for you guys. I'd like to also point out as we are heading out, we do have some of the like stilt walker actors out here, and two of the ones again from the parade with like the big blooming dress out there. So this is kind of a nice way to leave the park. It's funny, it gets so cold here sometimes, and again, 50s is not that cold compared to a lot of the US, but it's cold for Orlando. But it gets to the point that like my fingers like don't move as like quick and easy, and they just like get super cold. It's funny. And so like sometimes I'll click the button to record and I'm like, did I click it? And I have to like look and be like, oh yeah, okay, there's the record button. So yeah, it's kind of funny that kind of happens to us here. But either way, we are moving about. Like I said, if I see anything over here, I'm going to check Hard Rock really quick, and then we'll head over to Islands and kind of head on out, I think, after that. But the lines also, I want to point out, weren't too bad. Right now, I saw Velocicoaster at 60, Hagrid's at 95, which is pretty normal. Like Hagrid's over 90 is not anything weird. Everything else was pretty much 30 and under for the most part, a few things at 45 and whatnot. But like Velocicoaster at 60, Hagrid's at 95, that's not that bad. So as crowded as the park is, the lines seem to be moving, and there's still about, an hour and a half, 2 hours left of the parks being open, depending on what side you're on. So I think at least they're keeping the crowds moving in these lines, which I do always appreciate. Good operations makes or breaks a park sometimes. Well, it looks like we do have some Christmas stuff here. I like to see that. Maybe just like some like stocking stuff or gift ideas here. Hard Rock with like a little bedazzled stocking there itself, an ornament. But also, we have Santa Claus rocking out back here. Looks real good. Hard Rock Cafe, Orlando. We have Sleigh All Day, a rocker Santa there. Love that. And then over here, we have Hard Rock and a Christmas sweater. Kind of just guitars rocking out there. That is awesome. We also have this one here. We have the guitars down there. And on the back, not too much else. I really like these. Right next to us here too, we do have a Messy collection here. We have Captain Messy. We have some lunch boxes, some shirts, maybe some hoodies and things like that. So if you guys are into soccer, I know it's over at Springs now. I feel like they have like a full like soccer/football store, so that's kind of cool. But they do have a little collection, I guess, here at Hard Rock. I think I was hearing that the meet and greet over here, or kind of like the characters from Chocolate Emporium, were actually going away. I forgot what their names are, but kind of like the cog-based characters, or like the steampunk characters there. I think they are removing them, and now it's just going to be a normal dining experience there. We have some fun nutcrackers in here with all of their candy all over them. I like that. Same over there. Love it. They do also still have the Wicked treats. They had them over at Universal Studios as well, but over here at Islands, they do still have them. So if you guys are looking for them, they are available. Now, what I would really love is to get a hot butterbeer, but we have to see how long those lines are. Again, I don't have too much time left here, so hopefully it isn't too long, but I haven't gotten a hot one yet this season, and today is the perfect day to do that. Look at the size of that nutcracker. Woo! That is fun. All right, we are getting out of the Christmas store and we are moving on now. Gonna head back to Harry Potter here and make our way that direction, but also kind of just hang out throughout the park for a little bit here. We do have Hulk going out in the distance right now, looking real green as we have dark skies among us, but also we have a stage or something here. Yeah, I don't know what this is exactly, but something is being set up here, kind of blocking off that area back there. I know they do like the cheerleading stuff, but I think we're still a little bit of a way out from that, so I don't totally know. The trees here look so good as you are coming into Seuss Landing. Look at those. I love them. They're so good. Plus you get the big Grinchmas sign, and then Seuss Landing all lit up with the lights. Looks like it's snowing. Isn't that awesome? I don't know, I mean, yes, they have it every year. It's nothing crazy, I get it, but it's just so much fun. Grinchmas. Gosh, I missed that we didn't get to really do this year, unfortunately. Fun designs all over the place. I think also the Green Eggs and Ham booth over here is open pretty late too. Yeah, it's still open, and it's kind of late. Typically this like closes at like 5, maybe 6. So open a lot later right now. Yeah, take a look at this right now. The meet and greet is at capacity. We have a line out here. He is meeting late, by the way. Typically, Grinch does not meet, I feel like, this deep into the evening. I don't know when the capacity was hit, but the line wraps all the way around, so I don't know. We saw it at capacity actually a few times as we kind of came through here. Also, they have a digital sign here for it, too. Before I head into Hogsmeade, I'm coming in here to the Hallows Eve Boutique. Looks like we do have some Christmas decorations in here. I'm just trying to get a little warm, too. But I like that we have a nice tree in here, a little haunted Christmas, if you will. We also did a haunted Christmas trail over at Sir Henry's. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, feel free to check that out. It was actually a lot of fun. It looks like we have some fun haunted Christmas options here. Some I think we saw last year. I feel like I remember seeing that shirt. I think that one, maybe that one. But some of these other ones, Merry Cryptmas over here. We've got, looks like a snowman. Maybe Jack with his head off, almost like a headless horseman, but it's on Rudolph there. We have some sort of dancing horror-style Christmas tree. We have a fun lit-up tree here as well. On the backside, it does say petting zoo, goats, chickens, llamas. Don't know where those are at. Down here we have the Mega Castle Arcade from the Tribute Store and some HHN merch that is left over. I think it says 50% off all HHN merch. You can see some of the Chucky things over here. I don't think there's too much in here though. I like this little corner over here. It says we have not help wanted, but Santa wanted. Must have own fireproof suit. Looks like they're doing some recruiting. Good with children and adult children. Can work holidays. Not allergic to pine. Let's have a chainsaw down here. A seat if you guys want to take a little photo op. Look at how creepy the candles are in the back. But also, look who's peeking through in the back over there. We have some signage over here to meet Santa. I think it was a 190-minute wait. However, they have crossed that out. They said, sorry folks, Santa went back to the North Pole. He will be back tomorrow, management. But we don't know what's really going on over here. I feel like we have some 90s and 80s decorations up here. Oh, the reindeer's head is just like hanging there. Don't know if that's on purpose or not, but I love all of the decorations in here. Really fun stuff. Even this kind of like the red garbage can with kind of like this white wire. Almost makes you think it's like a stocking of some sort. More fun old stuff up there as well. This was super neat. I was not expecting to spend as much time in there as I did. All right, over to Hogsmeade. Let's see if we can grab the hot butterbeer again. I'm assuming it's going to be quite busy in here, so I don't know if I'm going to luck out tonight. If the line is too long, I'm going to have to pass, but let's hope I can grab one. So I never knew that you could come in and order over here at the Three Broomsticks. They have like a counter, and then you just like pick up your order from this side. They call it out. I thought it was all mobile order. Didn't know that. So here you go. Either way, guess what? You got this hot butterbeer, and it is piping hot, and it is freaking delicious right now. Definitely what I needed in this cold weather. Like I said, even though it is pretty busy here right now, 90-minute wait for Hagrid's. That is not that bad. It's really, really not. I don't think that is horrible. I was expecting it to be 120 plus for the amount of crowds that I'm seeing in here right now. I also just saw the fireworks go off just a little bit ago for the castle show there. All right, well, I think I need to get out of here now. That is pretty much all of the final updates for the year. We kind of went over most of the stuff. Again, some new signage there as well for the parking garages. I did see kind of like LED, like illuminated signs. So kind of unique to see that. Kind of similar to what I showed you at the very start of the video, like that kind of signage, but for the actual like garages themselves. And then also, I think I mentioned already that they had some of the new signs going outside around the perimeter. So like bigger signs like that. I think they also were putting in signs over at Epic Universe. Maybe we'll go do kind of a lap around there at some point for you guys in a future video. We are now here at valet waiting for our car. Hopefully it isn't too long. It was very, very busy when we got here. Again, love the perks of being a Premier Pass holder. But either way, we are getting up nice and early, heading to Chicago tomorrow. I think we're getting up at like 5. Our Uber gets there at 6. Our flight is, I think, at 8 something. I don't know, but it's been very busy. I've been hearing some crazy stories about airports right now. So we are trying to get there a little bit more than 2 hours early to account for any issues. But we are doing the MCO Reserve. If you guys haven't heard of that, if you guys do fly down here, check that out, MCO Reserve. It kind of gets you through security just a little bit faster. You do have to make a reservation for it, and you can just kind of cut the lines. It's kind of nice, though. But we are doing that. I think our scheduled MCO Reserve appointment is 6:40. I think. So, I don't know, gonna be pretty busy. I think I'll have one video coming out from Chicago and not too much else. We might make 2 or 3 videos depending on how much time we have, but we are pretty packed our entire time up there. We're not gonna be back for too long, and then we'll be coming in a new year, and then, yeah, January we got our cruise and a few other things. So, either way, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and happy holidays.